Okay. GMontag did his turn. Let's watch. Alright. See how things end up. I don't expect to encounter him yet. I expect this turn right here. This next turn. Oh, darn it, I didn't take UK. I took Poland, though. Well, that was guaranteed, but... Seriously? I don't take Italy either? Darn. There was a 96% chance I'd get one of these two at least. Oh well. Well, I know I'll meet him this turn. This is the turn I expect to meet him. This is the turn where everything is gonna go horribly wrong. And I may lose immediately. I'm prepared. I think that I'm so far behind at the moment that I'll probably lose. Probably. Almost definitely. I expect he's going to come into Iraq either this turn. No, he should go into Iraq this turn. And he'll also come into Qinghai this turn. I think. Hopefully not Mongolia. If he goes into Mongolia, then I'm dead. Already. Either way. He should checkmate me soon. I'm just making sure that, well, he doesn't screw up. Because if he screws up, I still could win. He'd have to screw up pretty bad, though. Alright, do that. Do that. And I guess what I could try to do is blockade in Iran or something. Oh, woe is me, woe is me. Alright. 5, 5, 4. Alright. 2 more over there. Oh. I don't even want to try to take Iraq. I don't even want to try. Let's see. Could attack with 4 in Pakistan. Oh, I'm so dead. Darn. I mean, I'm not trying to be pessimistic. I'm actually a pretty optimistic person, but he's so far ahead. I mean, when he took my stuff in Congo, basically he's been able to run wild over there now, and he should have all of East Africa and be getting West Africa either, I think, this turn? I don't remember. Oh, but the point is, he's got a reinforcement lead, and he should be up in here by now, up in Tibet. So I'll meet him, and he'll be in Qinghai. Maybe. It depends on what he did over here in Thailand and Myanmar, but I think he would be. And I might meet him in India. I don't know. I don't know over there as much. Alright. But here's the difficult part. I have a blockade card. I can use a blockade in Iran. This is the problem. What do I think he's going to do over there? If I attack with 4 there, I think he's going to come into Iraq this turn, so if I play the blockade card, 351%, 350% of 3, that's what I'd have left, right? Or I'd be attacking with 4, so I'd have 4. 4, 12, 50%, 14. So that's not bad. I guess it'd be okay. But he's still going to come over to Turkey and Italy. That's probably what he'll do. But it'll buy me another turn, where I don't need to worry about his stack over here, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that. Alright. We'll see how that works. Hopefully it works. And yeah, I'll go ahead and commit. Sure. Alright. I guess it would have been better if I made this an early move. I didn't. So he'll see me move into Pakistan from Iran. Alright. Wow, am I not gonna meet him anywhere? Oh no, there he is. There he is. There he is. Okay, alright, alright. There he is. Okay. So, I'll be able to... Oh, what is it? I should be able to hold him for one turn, I think. Because he'll probably be getting 3, 7... He's got a lot over here. Alright. I just can't let him get over there. That's the big thing. Alright. I'm gonna have to take that. And everything else over here, I guess. I couldn't see him make a move in Tibet. So that's a problem. But this is what I need to focus on. What are the positions over here? I could try going to Japan. Japan, Hawaii. Yeah, and then threaten him over there. That'd be cool. That would be interesting. Either way, what'll he need to take me? Analyze, defender has 21. He'll need to attack me with 35. 35. He'll need to lay down 23 to take me. So, 4, 9, 12, 15, 19, 20, 19. He'd be able to do it. He'll be able to do it if he doesn't expand anywhere. Well, I hope I can hold it one turn. If I can hold it one turn and get East Russia, then I should stand more of a chance over here. If not, oh well. Only so much I can do. And I'll hope it works. We'll see what happens when he does his turn, everybody. Okay. I'm redoing this. I think my priorities were not in the right order. Basically, if he gets this, it is really, 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 really bad. So instead of focusing so much over here, I should just attack with 3s, hope I get it, and defend with 2 more guys over here. Because assuming I have 23, he will need 38 to take me. And 38, I don't think he'll lay down that many. I mean, he could. If he saved up a card that long, he definitely could, and that would be terrible for me. But I somehow doubt he saved up that. He probably used it to expand. That would have been the smarter move, in my opinion. Unless he didn't need it to take one of these faster. I don't know. Anyway. Yep, so that's it. That's the only move I'm changing. We'll see if that helps. Hopefully it does. And we'll see what happens when he does his turn. Again. Turn has advanced. Let's watch. Alright. Oh, well, that sucks. Alright. And that's terrible. And that's also terrible. Okay. Well, that's pretty much game. I guess I'll do one turn for the heck of it, but that's game. I can't do anything about it now. I'll just go over to editor, whatever. I'll go ahead and surrender so that he can accept it whenever he wants. Oh. Well, okay. He just went ahead and accepted it. I could have gone into Algeria and threatened him over there, but I was so far behind. Let's see, he was getting 31 and I was getting like 20 something. I don't remember. My visible income, 21. It would have been up to 26. But I couldn't do much. I mean, I was obviously going to go into Algeria and try to hold on over here, but he would have whittled me down. I just can't imagine a case where I'd win in this. Especially, yeah, he was going over here. He would have been able to expand. There was really nothing I could do. I had to hold Pakistan. He was smart to come over here because then he could, well, expand in obviously Central America, but also in West U.S. When you're getting these numbers of reinforcements, these bigger bonuses, even though they're technically inefficient compared to smaller ones like with this ratio of reinforcements to territories, 3 armies per turn to 4 territories versus 5 armies to 7 territories, this is better, and also, well, the number of guys that you kill is different also, but anyway, the point is, he would have been able to expand over here, and I couldn't really do anything. I mean, I could have potentially gone into Alaska and tried over here, but that wouldn't have ended well. It just would have become another front that I meet him on, and he would have more reinforcements to work with. I could have got lucky, I guess, somewhere. I don't know, but this is the only option I think I had, would be to try to go into Algeria. And I guess I could have then gone to Libya and tried to bust through over here, but he was getting so many reinforcements that I don't think I could have managed it, honestly. I think he would have placed enough guys to hold me off, and I would have been able to cause some trouble, but the thing is, he was right here. And there's nothing I can do about that. I could try going to Eastern Kazakh, but that would mean less guys over here, in Africa. And there was just so much that, so many problems from where I was. This is big. This whole opening right here is big. Very, very big. But, oh man. Really what would win the game for him is he would be able to expand in West U.S. and Central America. And I can't do that, of course. I mean, I could try going over here, but I can't expand to take all of Canada. That would take forever. And he wouldn't let me, because I think he would have gone to Pacific Northwest at least. Maybe gone all the way around to threaten an editor. Well, that was a pretty good game. I screwed up early on. I think my picks were not optimal. Now, it would have been a lot better if I had gotten South Pole. Of course, that was his number 1 pick, too. It must have been. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like his picks. I like his picks a lot. I should have thought more about these, considered these higher, but this wasn't so bad up here. It's just that I got unlucky that he got all 3 of these over here. Well, that means I should have yeah, made a pick over here earlier. But in either case, these were mine, and so it was obvious what would happen, I think, except for in Antarctica and South Africa, we would have switched maybe. There was a 50-50 chance that I would get South Pole and he would get South Africa, or the other way around. So it just turned out like this, and he had a really nice arrangement over here, which was great. I mean, he was just able to expand really quickly. I think my biggest screw up the whole game, though, was, well, this was a bad idea to attack with 2 because it was obvious what he was doing, I think. He was trying, I mean, I guess it was obvious he was trying to get a bonus over here. Or over here. I didn't necessarily know he was in Australia, but it seemed like a pretty good pick, considering he Papua New Guinea, and he had Papua New Guinea and Antarctica as well. So it was obvious he was taking one of these, and yet for some reason I still did this, and that put me behind significantly. That 2 attack down here, that actually would have... It killed a guy, but I lost both of those, and then his attack of 9, it just would have been different if, say, I had the 8 and he attacked with 10. He would have lost 1 or 2 guys more, and I would have lost at least 1 less. So instead of this, it would have ended up being around 2 to 5, which would have been actually pretty significant. I probably could have tried to hold it another turn. Probably. Or I could have just tried to do Scandinavia, which is what I did. But I think I could have held this another turn as I expanded up there, which would have been great, and it would have put me in a great position. So that was a screw up on my part. Yeah, I could have held it another turn. So that was a screw up on my part. I didn't do that. I instead decided to go to Kenya. But I made a pretty good move here, bouncing back to South Africa and having him. Well, he didn't lay guys over there. Now, it would have been nice if I had more moves to go around than I did. It's unfortunate, but I didn't have more moves than he did. We actually had the same number of moves. What I should have done... Darn. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. I should have divided these guys. That might have... That would have changed things. I would have taken Antarctica if I had divided these guys up into ones. If I had moved a 1 to Vorkuta and a 1 to Ufa, which is what I should have done. I can't believe I didn't do that. If I had done that, then I would have had the last move. And he would have attacked me in South Africa, and I would have taken Antarctica. That's what I should have done. That's what I wanted to do, but I didn't separate these guys out. As it stands, there was a 50-50 chance that I would beat him in this move versus him beating me. Oh man, and I just got the wrong 50%. So if I had separated that out, I would have taken him, and that would have pretty much won me the game. I mean, it still would have been a fight, but that really would have won me the game. That one move right there would have changed everything. So anyway, that's unfortunate that I didn't do that right. If I had done this right, that would have worked. beautifully. And I did not, which is sad. But anyway. And there was the problem of I didn't think at that let's see. That turn, this happened. You can see what happened. I did not see him place any guys in Novo. I knew he had Australia because he was getting 10. And I didn't see him place anything in Novo, which means it's obvious that he had to place guys elsewhere. So it was obvious he was expanding using more guys in Malaysia or in Indonesia in general. And I forgot about this turn later on, which is very, very stupid. I screwed up later on. I'll tell you when. Because I assumed at that point that he did not have Indonesia. Because I forgot about that turn where I didn't see him lay anything down here. So, anyway. What was it? He played a reinforcement card. Was he ahead of me in reinforcement cards? No, he was behind at that point. But he would get ahead, I think, soon. Yes, and this was where things got a little bad for me. 7. I like that. He was being careful about whether or not I was in Southeast Asia by keeping that group together, and it also allows him to easily take more territories without needing to place more guys over there. So I like that, what he did over here, attacking and having 8 and then 6. I like that. So I deployed 10 to South Africa. This is this the turn that I screwed up? Yeah, I think this was. No, this wasn't it. The next turn was the turn I screwed up. This turn, it was obvious to me that I wouldn't be able to take him, and he attacked me, and everything looked great. The next turn was where I screwed up. You remember me telling you how I forgot about not placing guys in Western Australia? Sorry. I forgot that he did not place any guys in Novo. In other words, he used all 10 of his reinforcements to expand. And I forgot about that. That was a big mistake, because it means that he was able to... Well, I made a wrong assumption here. Basically, when I forgot that, I assumed that he did not have Indonesia yet. He couldn't. He would have to lay more guys over there. He did, in fact, lay more guys over there. I just forgot, because I forgot about the turn where he didn't lay any guys down in Novo. So that means he was using them to expand. So anyway, I forgot. I assumed that he did not have Indonesia, and I assumed that since he attacked me the last turn, this was the turn that he would take Indonesia, that he would be using his guys, and he would need most of them to take Indonesia. That was a big mistake. This killed me down over here. Forgetting that he used guys to expand before, I assumed that he would be taking Indonesia this turn, and since he would be taking Indonesia this turn, he wouldn't be able to place as many guys in Novo, and I could do a lot of damage attacking Novo. That's what I thought. But I obviously thought wrong. That was a big mistake. And unfortunately, he attacked me after I attacked him. I would have actually kept the location if he had attacked me first. But there was a 50-50 chance of that happening too, and I just got the wrong 50% there. If he had attacked me first, oh wow, that actually would have been very significant. That actually would be very significant. I did not think about that, but We both had the same number of moves. I just got the wrong 50%. If he had attacked me first, I would have held on to the territory, but I would have ended up attacking him after that, and I would have had one guy left over. But what that means is that as things stand right here, look at this. Look at the way this turn is. I mean, the way this looks. From my position in Kenya, I am forced to run away because I can't blockade or anything like that. What I would have done, I think, what I should have done, not what I think, what I actually should have done, if I and would have done if I still had this territory, if I had a 1 here, I could have placed some in Kenya and blockaded. And that would slow his expansion enough, because it would force him to not be able to get East Africa, which, if you look at the end of the game, he had East Africa. And those 4 reinforcements would have been vital. So I could have blockaded in Kenya. That would have slowed his expansion, meaning he couldn't go to East Africa. He would have to go to West Africa and then North Africa. And that would have been much worse for him, because West Africa is a pretty slow expansion. From this it takes 3 turns, and then North Africa would take a 5th turn, 5 turns to take. So he wouldn't have been able to expand near fast enough. Those 4 guys would have helped me in Pakistan. So it seems like there were some coincidences that didn't really go my way. But that's just, well, that's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. If I had been able to stop him from getting East Africa, I would have been able to hold Pakistan, I think. And he would have had more guys. I'm not sure where he would place them exactly, but he would have had more guys to work with elsewhere, because he wouldn't have been using them to kill guys in East Africa. But I still think I would have been able to hold Pakistan. And I think it's bad luck I didn't get East Russia. There was a 36% chance that I would not get East Russia. When I attack with 2 4s, there's a 64% chance you'll take them both, and there's a 36% chance that you will not get one of them. So that just didn't really work out the way I had hoped it would, but, well, it's not extreme bad luck. There were things I could have done. I can't blame the game for losing this, because even though things didn't go my way in certain situations, the fact is there were things that the 2 big screw-ups that I'm disappointed in myself for making are attacking South Pole with 2 when it is very clear that your opponent's going for a bonus either here or here. It was very clear, and for some reason I just did not. I was like, well, there's a chance he'll leave this open and just let me take it in South Pole. That was so dumb of me, because it was so obvious. It was so clear, and I did not consider it. That he was, or I guess I did, but I didn't think hard enough on it. I was not I was not being serious enough about that possibility. It's such an obvious move, and when you don't think about that's so stupid. So he did do more damage to me over here than he should have. I should have had 2 more guys. Consequently, I could have killed 1 or 2 more attackers. I probably would have ended up killing 1 more guy, and he would have ended up killing 1 less. That's probably how it would have turned out. So it would have ended up me having 2 here and him having 5 in South Pole, which would have been more manageable for me. I could have held on longer and still expanded in Scandinavia, although maybe not getting it that turn. The next turn I would have, and I still would have had a presence in Novo. And probably that might have won me the game if I did that, right? That might have, because if it looked like I was going to lose Novo, I could have, and I might, and if it looked like I would have lost Novo and there was no way I could keep South Africa, then I could have just blockaded, because it was obvious his locations were at that point. He was getting 5. So he was getting 10. So he obviously had a 5 bonus. It was obviously he was in Australia, and if he had Australia, he must have started in Indonesia. Well, I knew he started in. It was obvious he was starting in these 3 locations. So I could have restricted his expansion very easily by blockading in South Africa once it looked like I was going to lose Novo. That was something I could have and should have done, I think. And then he really would have been dead in the water, because he couldn't expand near as fast as I could. He could try going over to West US, and he ended up doing that, but that was only because he had already expanded over here. And he needed other places to expand too. So I could have out-expanded him and won the game at that point, just by blockading South Africa. That was something I did not consider doing when I should have. Though that was a mistake, and then of course there was the big screw up where I just forgot about him expanding in Indonesia. If I had thought about that, if I had remembered, then I would not have attacked. And I would have expanded more. I probably would have just I don't know what I would have tried over there. Probably just to hold it, I don't know, but the point is, if I had known that he had Indonesia that turn, then I would have never attacked. It was obviously what he was going to do next, which was pound me in Africa, and I screwed up in forgetting. So anyway, he played a very good game. That was actually, when you look at the focal points of the game, it was really close. And that's normally how things are. It came down to if I had, in a lot of cases, it came down to if I had made one adjustment somehow, then I would have put myself in a much better position and probably won the game. And as it stands, I didn't do that, so things didn't go so well in the end. But that was great. I had fun. This tournament has been very interesting. I'll go ahead and go get into show you how far I came along. I didn't get as far as I wanted, but oh well. That's the way it is. So here's my first 2 games. I won the first game against Jixie or Gixie, whatever, and lost to Myth in my second game. Moved to the losers bracket. And I won my first game against Lucasinho, won my second game against LD33, then won a game against NKVD, won a very intense game against Noob School, and then lost to GMontag. In what turned out to be a pretty interesting game looking back on it. I think I don't know if I've learned some things, but I've had some things that I guess I've gained a little bit more experience, so a few things have been hammered into my head a little more. Like when you really want to delay things, separate your guys more. Specifically in Dudinka, moving 1 and 1 would have been that really would have won the game for me, I think, if I had done that. If I had delayed it one more turn, I would have definitely taken Antarctica, and I would have won the game. I mean, really, if I had Antarctica, then I don't see any way he could come back from that at that point. Because if you, just look at the map. If I had broken Novo, and all he had was, he didn't even have all of Indonesia at that point. I'll go back to history again. If I had done that and taken Novo, then he would have wasted guys over here in Sipil, essentially, because he wouldn't have the bonus. And he wouldn't have Indonesia. So I would have been ahead in reinforcement count. I would have had a great great position in Novo to come over, and I knew he was in Australia, so I could have threatened over there, gone to South Pole, and then Scott. I could have probably he would have blockaded, I think, or no, I couldn't have threatened him over here. He would have blockaded in Scott. As soon as I took Novo, he would blockade in Scott as I moved to South Pole. So that wouldn't have worked out, but I would have been able to easily out-expand him. All I would have had to do is expand in South Africa, West Africa. These areas would be and of course Central Russia, they would have been much easier to expand into than East Russia and Europe. And meanwhile, he couldn't really do much. He didn't have anywhere to expand. So he would have been trying to move out here, but East China and West China being wastelanded, there was nothing he could do. So really, ironically, humorously, the entire game hinged. Now, he didn't really make the best moves over here. I think he should have worried about this possibility more. But it was a surprise move on my part to do what I did, coming back from Kenya to South Africa. So I can understand why he wouldn't expect it. He should have worried about it more. But anyway, that's a problem on his end. Looking at it from my perspective, if I had just made one more move over here, then I would have been guaranteed to get Novo. Because he would have attacked me first, because he did attack. What was it he attacked? We both had the same number of orders. We both had 4 orders. And think about it. Looking at this position, if he had attacked with 13, he would have lost all 13 guys. Every single one. And so if he would have lost all 13 guys, I would have ended up with about 12 or 13, I think. 12 or 13 guys left in South Africa, and I would have attacked Novo and taken it. And the only reason that didn't happen was because, number one, there was a 50% chance that it would go either way, based on these orders. It's just, he got the luck of the draw there, but it's also, if I had just done this right, this move, if I had decided to split this into ones, then I would have taken him, because it would have delayed my move behind his guaranteedly. So that's it for now. That was fun. GG GMontag. He played really well and beat me. I'll see you guys later in the next Lolowut's monthly strategic tournament.